Memphis, 1973. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, karate black belt, owner of Graceland, picks up the phone. He's been trying to arrange a meeting for weeks. Elvis gets on the line. "I need to speak with Bruce Lee." "Tell him it's Elvis. Tell him I want to meet him as one martial artist to another. Not as celebrities. As fighters." The voice pauses. A long pause. Then quietly, "Mr. Presley, Bruce Lee passed away 3 days ago." Elvis says nothing. The phone stays pressed to his ear. The king who conquered every stage on earth has no words. The one meeting he wanted most will never happen. They never met. Not once. They never shook hands, never spoke, never stood in the same room. But the same man connected both, invisibly, unknowingly, for years. Ed Parker, martial arts legend, Elvis's lifelong instructor and bodyguard, organized the 1964 Long Beach tournament where Bruce Lee demonstrated his famous 1-inch punch. That demonstration launched Bruce into Hollywood. Elvis trained under Parker for 17 years. Two icons of the 20th century connected by one man. Neither ever fully understood. This is the documented story of the meeting that never happened. The film never made, and the phone call that destroyed the king, Elvis Presley. Born Tupelo, Mississippi, 1935. Becomes the biggest music star in history by 1958. But Elvis carries a secret, passion most fans never discover. Karate, 1958. Elvis enters U.S. Army, stationed in Germany. Trains under Shotokan instructor Jürgen Seidel, serious training, not casual exercise. Spends leaves under Japanese master Tetsujio Murakami. Karate becomes obsession. It gives Elvis something music cannot. Combat skill, inner stillness. A world separate from fame. Returns to America 1960. Seeks out Korean master Kang Ri in Memphis. Trains Taekwondo. Earns legitimate black belt, not honorary. Earned through years of real work. Same year meets Ed Parker at Beverly Hills demonstration. Parker writes, "Elvis was humble, genuine, passionate. Not celebrity seeking novelty. A man who truly loved martial arts." Elvis trains under Parker for 17 years. Also studies Filipino martial arts under Dan Inosanto, who later becomes Bruce Lee's closest student. The invisible threads connecting both legends grow tighter. Elvis's karate nickname, Tiger. Ed Parker organizes the first international karate tournament. Long Beach, 1964. Bruce Lee demonstrates. His 1-inch punch shocks the audience. His Wing Chun speed is unbelievable, combinations that blur, movements that seem impossible. Jay Sebring, celebrity hairstylist in the audience, is fascinated. Gets a tape from Parker after the event. Shows it to TV producer William Dozier. Dozier watches. Is so impressed he works to cast Bruce in television. Charlie Chan's #1 son falls through. But Dozier keeps pushing. Casts Bruce as Kato in The Green Hornet. Green Hornet premieres. Bruce's martial arts scenes become the highlight. Audiences tune in specifically to watch Kato fight. Bruce Lee's Hollywood career begins. Ed Parker made it happen. Parker's tournament gave Bruce the platform. Parker trained Elvis 17 years. One man, two legends. One invisible thread neither fully understood. Elvis becomes one of the most serious martial artists in Hollywood. Not a dabbler. Not celebrity collecting belts for credibility. Genuine practitioner, multiple styles, multiple instructors. Multiple black belts earned through real work. Bill Wallace, one of the greatest kickboxers in American history, trains with Elvis. Wallace says, "He was pretty good for his age and for the amount of time he had to spend on training, he was extremely good. He was 40 years old when I started working with him." Ed Parker is blunt. Elvis was a damn good black belt by any standards. Pain didn't bother him. If he got hit, he took it like a man. In fact, if you did hit him, he'd come right back after you. He was tough and had a lot of courage. Elvis incorporates karate directly into stage performances. Real martial arts, hand strikes, kicks, splits between songs. During Suspicious Minds, performs a kata sequence accompanied only by drums. During CC Rider, sinks into horse stance on descending bass notes. Audiences stunned. The king of rock doing legitimate karate on stage in front of thousands. 1974. Opens Tennessee Karate Institute in Memphis. Funds karate documentary. Genuine passion. Not marketing, not image. Elvis watches Bruce Lee's films obsessively. Studies Bruce's movements and philosophy. Tells Parker, "I want to meet Bruce Lee as one martial artist to another." He understands something most people completely miss. 1972, GM approaches both camps with extraordinary proposal. Action film starring Elvis Presley and Bruce Lee together. Elvis, biggest entertainment star on the planet. Bruce, most exciting martial arts actor alive. Box office would have been historic. Elvis enthusiastic. His team moves forward, but Bruce is in Hong Kong, filming The Big Boss, then Fist of Fury, then Way of the Dragon, which Bruce writes, directs, and stars in simultaneously. Schedule impossible. Building empire across Asia. MGM tries to coordinate Hollywood and Hong Kong. Conflicts multiply. Studio politics create obstacles. Golden Harvest won't share Bruce easily. Warner Brothers can't lock dates. Project collapses. Elvis pushes, find a way. But machinery has its own momentum. Two legends who could have shared the greatest screen together never do. 1973. Film is dead. But Elvis hasn't given up on meeting Bruce personally. Continues desperately requesting any meeting, formal, informal, doesn't matter. One martial artist to another. Bruce is in Hong Kong, then Manila, filming Enter the Dragon, preparing Game of Death, unreachable for weeks. Schedule controlled by studios. Elvis's people keep calling. The king wants to meet Bruce Lee. This is not casual. Arrange it. July 1973. Bruce returns to Hong Kong after Enter the Dragon wraps. Elvis's team makes contact. Someone on Bruce's side picks up. Meeting begins to be arranged. Dates discussed. Locations considered. For the first time, the meeting both men want is actually close to happening. Then July 20th, 1973. Lee collapses suddenly at his Hong Kong home during meeting with producer Raymond Chow. Rush to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Doctors cannot revive him. Bruce Lee pronounced dead. Age 32. Elvis learns when his people call to finalize. Someone delivers. You can't arrange this meeting. Bruce Lee is dead. Elvis breaks. The man who conquered every stage on earth sits in complete silence. The conversation he craved, the meeting he pushed for weeks, the collaboration that could have changed cinema, gone forever. Not postponed. Gone. Ed Parker, who launched Bruce into stardom, who trained Elvis 17 years, who connected both legends invisibly, mourns Bruce alongside Elvis. After Bruce's death, Elvis doubles down on martial arts, opens Tennessee Karate Institute formally, trains more intensely, sometimes daily, funds the karate documentary, attends tournaments, stays embedded in martial arts world. People close to Elvis suggest something deeper. Elvis is not just training. He is processing grief, staying connected to the world Bruce represented, keeping alive a conversation fate cut short. Elvis never publicly discusses Bruce Lee, guards this grief privately. But Ed Parker, training partners, family confirm, Elvis spoke about Bruce constantly in private, always with deep respect, always with regret about the meeting that never happened. Elvis wanted to meet Bruce Lee more than almost anyone, Ed Parker tells friends. It was the meeting that haunted him. He never stopped thinking about it. Elvis Presley dies August 16, 1977, age 42. Bruce died 4 years earlier at 32. Two legends. Both passionate martial artists. Both cultural revolutionaries. Connected by same teacher, same invisible threads. Separated forever by fate. Memphis, 1973. The king picked up the phone to meet the dragon. The voice told him Bruce was dead. Two of the greatest icons in history shared the same martial arts world. The same teachers, the same passion, and never once met. The film was never made. The conversation never happened. Ed Parker connected them invisibly for years. Neither knew. This is the true story of the greatest meeting in history that never took place. Elvis Presley and Bruce Lee, the king and the dragon, separated forever by fate.